afternoon, delinquents and delinquettes. Dr. WIDEBOTNIK speaking. I'm here to give you an instructional tutorial on how to be a great survivor at the trials of the outcome memories. I recently encountered a blasted blue hedgehog with some devilish red pupils, and upon my attempt to vanquish the fiend, I got wound up in here. So as a result, I've been using my wideness, expertise, intelligence, and superior technology to show these evils who's boss. Now you're probably wondering, but Dr. WIDEBOTNIK, I could never master what you have. I lack your expertise, beauty, and knowledge. Well, while that's true, that's okay, because I've been around these little Mobians long enough to know what they should and shouldn't be doing. Listen carefully. If you are playing that blue rodent who zips and zooms all over the place, keep doing what you are doing. Speed is your power. Speed is your strength. Chain your stuns. You've got overheal after all. What are you worried about? Getting hurt? Nonsense. You are the main offense. I see you're playing the shy fox who yearns to have the gadget knowledge that I, Dr. WIDEBOTNIK, have. Since, as I said before, shy fox, that means you stay in the back. You think with a gun that heavy you're going to be able to run around? I don't think so. So stay up high and focus your precision. Then, when the time is right, fire away at the evil. Oh, very scary. I'm so intimidated by the little spikes on your gloves. You're punchy. Or, brass glove. No, Knuckles. Right, of course. Knuckles. You are good for participating in beatdowns. What is a beatdown, you might ask? Well, it's when we all gather around the demon and take various turns using him as a punching bag. That's where you come in. Participate in the beatdown. If you think you've got what it takes to be a frontliner, then go for it. But I'd personally wait for beatdowns. Also, don't use your parry so soon. You echidnas get so eager to block an attack that you just end up wasting it completely. It's all about timing, strategy, and prediction. I fancy the hammer you've got there, but you're no frontliner. You miss that hammer and you're toast. Follow Spiky Gloves. Participate in beatdowns. Make sure you've got good cards in your hand. You're the second healer in command. People don't like to be blinded by the light of God, but they'll do it if it means getting healed. And don't get cocky. You are important to the team. You stay in the back, foolish rabbit. You and your little accomplice are not supposed to get caught. You let the others get caught and they come to you for aid. If you die, then the team undergoes a pickle. A dill pickle. You don't want that happening, do you? Didn't think so. Avoid conflict as much as possible. AMAP. Remember that. You're quite the fine work, Metal Man. Maybe my brother from another mother is a more impressive scientist than I thought. You've got the durability. You've got the speed. You've got the intellect. You're very reliable, you know. But be wary of your gears, machine. The impact of bashing a demon at such a high velocity results in you losing a few screws and bolts every time. Luckily, most of the time Ivo is of attendance. Consult him for repairs. You'll need it when the demon gets angry, because you're the only one who can hold down the fort long enough for everyone to scooch! Ivo Robotnik, the pleasure is all mine. If you think about it, you and I are the centerpieces of these teams, holding them all together. These Mobians cannot compete with our ingenuity. You know the drill. Protect the rodents, repair the machine. What? You thought your goal was just to frolic around doing nothing? No! We've got shields for a reason. To help us when we're alone, and to help others when they're in harm's way. Also, pay attention to where the robot is. He sometimes likes to wander. He'll need your assistance frequently. What? You thought I was going to give you tips on how to play the devil? Oh! Do not entertain me. I would never teach anyone how to be a devil. That is horrible. But what I will teach you is something I, Dr. WIDEBOTNIK, have learned through my own knowledge. You see, with my large figure, I have learned how to do a new tech, as they call it. I call mine the Fat Tech, or the Wide Tech. I take my large figure, and I take my teammates and embrace them in my width. Now, you might be wondering what that means. I take, let's say, Cream, for example. Cream is a very, very nice rabbit, heals, very polite, and has a little guy. The little guy is very funny looking. And the little guy helps Cream heal Dr. WIDEBOTNIK. So what do? I make it so the devil can't see Cream within my width. She's hidden within my belly, and nobody even knows she's there. I can do it for Metal Sonic. I can do it for Knuckles. I can do it for Tails, and I can do it for ROBOTNIK as well. Nobody is exempt from being safe in the WIDEBOTNIK embrace. Now, I will say it is impossible to do this task if you are not Dr. WIDEBOTNIK. So, if you're not me, well, tough luck. But I still told you about it, so if you encounter me, if you happen to see a WIDEBOTNIK roaming around, you can watch me perform the Fat Tech. But, again, if you're not me, don't try this. You could try it if you're ROBOTNIK, you could try it, but he's more, what's the word? Orbulous, spherical. He's not wide, he's round. There's a difference. One starts with a W and one starts with an R. One ends with an E, one ends with a D. One's an egg and the other's a... Well, I don't quite know what I am. I call a wide? Would I be a wide? What? A wide? We'll go with a wide. He's an egg, I'm a wide. So yes, that is that. I hope that you all have been well informed with my tutorial. Now again, I'm not going to teach you how to play the devil. You have to learn that yourself. I, Dr. WIDEBOTNIK, am not rooting for the enemy side. So if you want to learn anything about how to play that guy, learn yourself. Plus, he's fairly self-explanatory. When I died one time, I went to go visit the fluffy fellow in the shop, and I was buying a new hat, and I saw a question mark, and it was giving me all the information I needed on that devil to know how to deal with him from now on. So if you want to know how to play the devil, go in the shop, consult the fluffy fiend, and look for the red question mark. Dr. WIDEBOTNIK signing out. Woohoo!